Emily is one of my students um, in my piano studio. Um, Emily is a quiet girl who loves music. She's 11 years old and began piano around the 5th grade. Her first and or previous teachers did not go so well as far as teaching piano. Emily became very discouraged and became very unenthused and lost a lot of motivation in music. Finally, her parents found me, and once me and Emily started having lessons, Emily grew to love me and my teaching style. However, as Emily saw that there was a recital coming up at the end of the year, she became very discouraged, unmotivated, and lost a lot of enthusiasm that she had for music. Uh, Music is a great deal of her life. Ever since she started with me, she's become very active. As far as music going, she's attended a lot of my performances, a lot of my solo compositions. Um, she's improved greatly. She's even, grew outside of music. She's joined the student council. She has a lot of friends outside of class now. She, hangs out with a large group of friends during recess and so forth. Um, I think assessing Emily through a performance is not fair to anyone. I don't think it's fair to me as a teacher to have someone who's nervous as anything and then give, a half performance. I don't think that's fair to anyone. I don't think it's even fair to you to assess someone and not be, not have enough to assess. I think it's important with Emily to assess a process and not most or not more of a product. Emily has grown a lot with music and has improved greatly, I can tell you that. Even Emily could probably tell you that. I think there are certain people who have an advantage to performing and an advantage to studying. And I think for Emily, this is, a hobby, something that she keeps on the side, a pastime. I don't think it's something as serious as others who love to perform. And Emily loves to play music. Emily loves to practice music. Emily even writes music, but she doesn't like to perform. And I don't think it would be fair to judge her by one performance. I think the school should consider the way they, assess students. I think for a lot of students, teaching in a private lesson and then listening to that private lesson or sitting in on a private lesson make more sense to me as an assessment than going to one performance, hearing 3 minutes of what they've done in an entire year. I don't think that's fair at all to the student. I don't even think it's fair to the teacher. I think the teacher has done a lot of work that cannot be shown. And I think students get very nervous and they get very scared. And I don't think that's fair to students if they want to perform and then, have a bad day and crash and burn. I don't think that's a fair assessment. I think it would only be appropriate if Emily sits out of this recital and is assessed somehow else. I understand that every student must perform and that my assessment as a teacher will be in danger, but I feel that this is more important than having Emily perform and lose a lot of her love for music because it's become something that she might not enjoy. Thank you.